Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Not much going on in the market today. It's a very boring market still. We have seen altcoins sell off a little more than Bitcoin today across the board, I would say. Bitcoin selling off a little bit, but it's really still there or thereabout where it was in the previous video as well. Just sort of a $200 difference maybe to the downside, but really hasn't moved a lot today. And Bitcoin, as I said, is probably, at least that's the direct scenario that we're observing. It is in a wave 4. In the wave 4, the expectation is that the correction is not yet over and that we would see probably a few more weeks, maybe even months of correction. Yeah. To really get a clarity where we are, we would like to see a B wave rally to start ideally from here. So it's really about time that this starts. Does it mean it has to start? No, to be honest. The break below micro support, the 78.6 retracement level, suggests that the B wave has not started yet, but it could still technically start because here, this small B wave can overshoot to the downside, technically, right? So I can only say that we want to have typically like a landmark on the chart, and deep pullbacks are landmarks, or corrective rallies, which are extensive, because that would give us clarity. Okay, we have 5 waves down. That was likely the A wave. That's currently the assumption, but we won't really know until that B wave happened in a corrective rally. So that just gives us further evidence and would further confirm our assumption. Now, therefore, I'm very much watching still for a bounce from this region. Ideally, it starts from here. Okay, if not, then what then? So in both scenarios, don't get me wrong, in both scenarios, either the scenario where we get a B wave rally or not, in both we'd like to see, well, I shouldn't say we would like to see, but it seems likely that this 4th wave is not finished and will still take more time. Okay, so the B wave would simply be a wave, a structure within this wave 4. And it would just help with the progress in this overall correction and to give us some clarity of where we really are when we look at the microstructure. Now, I have to say, okay, it is possible that this 5th wave to the downside gets another extension. To be honest, it wouldn't really look right. But if we get another extension down in wave A, then the area around 39.3K would be worth watching as next support. If we break below that level, next support is at 37.9K and then 35K. The risk if we keep dropping is that Bitcoin will not give us a clear B wave. And we might have seen that already, like an A wave in 3 waves. Maybe this was already wave B and the wave C to the downside is unfolding right now. In that scenario, Bitcoin might not hold 35K and we might see a drop down to the area around 27K roughly in this B wave that I talked about in the previous video, where we covered the daily chart, but really we've talked about that scenario already weeks ago, months ago even, okay? So, but that's sort of the problem that we have here at the moment, that we're just waiting for a B wave to start. Okay, if it doesn't happen, then we watch the previous support levels, the lower support levels, but it just increases the risk that we're actually in a B wave pullback. Again, quick reminder, typically before halvings, Bitcoin has shown deep pullbacks, okay? So it wouldn't necessarily be a surprise to see a deep pullback, but it's just that I cannot confirm it until we break below 35K. Yeah, but I talked about the lower support region for Bitcoin in the previous video. So that's sort of what we're watching at the moment. If I go to the microstructure, terribly uneventful day again, looking at the microstructure, yeah, I mean, the white count is still pretty much valid, but yeah, we've seen a deep pullback. So the idea would be Friday on the 19th, yeah, the A wave could have bottomed here. We had a good reaction. So far, however, a very deep pullback again that broke below ideal micro support, and That obviously challenges the assumption a C wave could start from here to then form a larger A wave, another B and C, and then we could complete this B wave. A healthy B wave should take us into the region around 44.5K, 45.5K. But again, there's no sign at the moment that it's this pullback is already over. And with this parameter, or with these parameters I mentioned to you, you should be equipped for the next few sessions. Okay, that's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.